Hello, I'm the Virgo Queen, here to awaken the divine consciousness. I do Mother Peace Tarot and astrological readings for the weekly weather forecast for the collective consciousness. But with this video, I wanted to dive into my guidance counselor skills to offer further insight and to dive deeper from the questions from the collective. So, first, I wanted to dive into the Venus retrograde. What is it? It's basically when the planet Venus itself is taking longer to rotate around Earth. So its usual cycle has been slowed down. So this means that we feel the energy, that things take longer. And so we have the time to really reflect on what is working with the energy and what is not. And so as you know, Venus is the ruler of love and relationships because it's ruled by Libra and Taurus. Well, Venus rules Libra and Taurus. So what that means is that we experience Venus both in our relationships, Libra, who's very much ruler of the masculine, feminine energy, and how to balance those energies. And Taurus is this well-connected resource. It's earth. It knows how to do good work, knows how to fully live life. And Venus is so much about our value. So we also can find Venus in our self-worth and how we value our skills and our resources, how we make money, and our relationship to money, and obviously our relationship to ourselves and with others. Venus very much is the mirror in which we look into to find our wholeness. So this retrograde period, it really depends on where it is in your chart. So much of what people are saying is relationships, and if you're committed, you might go through a breakup, or if you're single, you're never going to find anyone during this time. I feel that those are all fear-based because you got to get really practical. Venus has so many different possibilities, well, 12 possibilities in your personal house, in your personal life. For instance, I have a client whose Venus natally is in the 8th house. So what that means is that there's this constant evaluation of who they are in the world and how they experience debt. Their relationships are transformational, so it's very life or death. It's all or nothing, especially with the relationships of themselves, and constantly needing to find that harmony once again. But right now, Venus is in their 2nd house, which is all about value and their skills and how they want to make money in the world. And so this is teaching them what their resources are, what are their habits and belief systems around money, and what do they feel in debt to. So very much of that natal 8th house is how we feel indebted. Perhaps this person has a lot of loans or feeling indebted to, their family's karma. So a lot of karmic deeds need to be transformed. And so the 2nd house right now is asking them to evaluate. So they might be having some money problems because they themselves are out of alignment with how they make money, their natural resources. And so they're having to finally look at this disconnection. So when we start looking deeper into our charts and understanding why things affect us in certain ways, it gives us our power back. Because a lot of times we feel as if we are not in control of what really happens to us, that we're not in control of what people do to us, that it's easier to play the victim, to say they did that to me. But as a self-responsible co-creator with the divine, with your soul, those are not just mere happenstance. That those are not things that happened to you. You asked. You called that in. No matter how terrifying or tragic it may be, it is something that your soul needs to experience and to go through. But remember that you wouldn't go through it unless you already have the tools. And so that is also another part, is that the astrology is a tool to understand how you can use this energy and really activate your potential. I also did a Venus retrograde reading where I pulled 3 cards, where I looked at the overall of Venus retrograde, the struggle, and the outcome. So for an example, for this personal reading, they are going to feel, first, with the overall card, they have reverse world. This is big. This means that they are moving into themselves, that they are finding their wholeness, that they are returning home. And there may be a struggle with that because there's so many different aspects of the self within the world that they're truly having to let go of the old ways, but still love them for what they taught them. And the struggle card is reverse daughter of discs. So this is very much about what we kind of see in the astrology of the client, is this second house, is needing to know your value in the world. And so it's demanding for a vision quest. So instead of getting all this input from the outer world, we need to go within and to seek those divine answers in order to really get back on our path. And the outcome to Venus retrograde is the Star card, which is the healing card. And even though she's reversed, it's showing that you still need to make some room for receiving the gift of healing and the gift of love. And so it's probably because Venus retrograde goes from currently now, from March 4th to April 15th. But we won't come out of it until, like I said, the first couple weeks of May. So there's still going to be this struggle in really allowing yourself to receive. Perhaps sometimes it's too good to be true that the gifts and all of these things have come full fold and we just don't even know how to receive all this love and goodness and acceptance. And so allow yourself to make time for that. So this is like a personal reading, so you understand that the focus for this client is about self-value and really getting back to how they value themselves, how they value your skills. For instance, if you don't value the work you do, then you're not going to get paid well for it. And that consciousness of poverty is just going to stay with you. But if you really value, that's why they say, follow your bliss. But let's get real. We can follow our bliss just being exactly who we are. And we really need to get closer to what is the value of our bliss and how do we share it with others and how can it truly grow and allow us financial abundance. And that is the truth. So I hope this helps. And if you'd like your own personal astrological insight or tarot reading, please contact me. Stay connected and allow me to support you on this journey so you don't have to feel confused or scared, that we are all being supported right now. And I hope to be part of that journey with you. So you can contact me at www.innerdoorways.com and have a beautiful day.